Welcome back to the Midday News on Fox Carolina. Spirit Weeks are often filled with fun costumes, silly initiatives, and plenty of sports, but they're also a way to give back to the community. And this year, Mann wants to remember the life of Cole Henderson by raising money for the nonprofit in his memory, Cole's Victory Lap. And joining me in studio now is Cole's dad, Clint, and Mann High School student body president, Braden. Thank you both so much for stopping by.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
So, Clint, I want to start by learning a little bit more about Cole. Can
Sure.
you share his story with us?
Absolutely. Cole is our second son, and he just this bright, bubbly. I mean, really was a bouncing bundle of joy kind of thing. And he was diagnosed with pediatric cancer, neuroblastoma, in April of 2020. So right at the start of the pandemic, it was a little crazy, and then throw cancer on top of that, it was a lot of crazy.
Yeah.
And he fought for 10 months and passed away in February of 21. And so he had multiple different treatments, a lot of treatments here in Greenville, as well as Charlotte and Charleston.
I can only imagine that it was a very difficult time for your family. I mean,
Yeah.
going through a pandemic, and then on top of that, having a child sick in the hospital. Since then, you guys have kind of chosen to have his memory live on through a new nonprofit, Cole's
Right.
Victory Lap. Can you tell me what you guys do and what the goal of it is?
Absolutely. So we did, after he passed away, my wife said, I can't sit by and just do nothing. I was too blessed by other people and too touched, so I've got to give back. And we looked at where we could fit into the community and things that made a difference for us. And we focus on 4 core programs, and they are sheets. So we do printed bed sheets for all the pediatric cancer hospital beds.
Nice.
And a child gets to pick out their sheets. And it's, superheroes and sports figures and things like that. We also do snacks and drinks, or as Cole called them, NACs. So a child going through chemotherapy, their taste buds are all out of whack. But calories are key to fight. So we keep a cart here in Greenville at the hospital, and the kids can go get as much as they want, as often as they want. Same for the caregivers, the nurses, the doctors, everybody. We provide in-room entertainment. So we bought Apple TVs, and we provide Netflix, Disney Plus. A child gets to play with the little clicker, the Apple remote, and watch all their favorite shows. And last but not least is professional photographs. So for a child, when they get diagnosed, their hair may fall out, they may have great hair like Braden, and they want to get a picture of that before, right? So we do that, and it's just a way to have a lasting memory for those families.
I think it's so cool that you guys could be so strong to want to help other families. And these are things that I think the average person wouldn't think of, but you guys know firsthand makes such a difference. And how did you, Braden, find out about Cole's Victory Lap, and how did this whole kind of fundraising initiative come about?
Yeah, so every year we have almost 100 applicants apply to be our Spirit Week beneficiary. We whittled it down to just a couple, and we had Cole's Victory Lap come in, present to us, and we had almost 55 kids in there voting on this. For the first time ever, it was a unanimous vote on a charity because they touched us so hard. And it was just, we knew this is what we needed to do. It was our calling, and we said we're going to do this for Cole. So,
how does that feel to hear that it was unanimous?
Cole's pediatrician is a good friend of ours, and she said, there's one of the pictures that y'all just shown, and she said it's $1 million smile. And you realize that it's not you, it's him. And it's funny because Braden called me. I was eating a sandwich in my truck, and he called me, and I thought it was a consolation call. He goes, well, we're calling to let everybody know, thanks for coming out and giving us an opportunity. And I said, oh, okay, here we go. And then he said, and with that, I'd like to let you know that we selected Cole's. So we were blown away. It's such an honor because they do so much, and the money that they raise is going to do so much for this community.
Talk to me a little about the fundraisers and how we can get involved.
yeah, so we have basically in the course of 7 days, it started last Friday and it ends this Friday at 4 p.m. We've had almost 3 dozen events that happen. There's ones for the community, ones for students. So tonight we have a Sadie's Dance at Flora Field for students. Tomorrow we have bowling. Wednesday we have a concert at the Peace Center Amphitheater featuring Edge Hill out of Nashville and Spencer Rush, who was a Mann alumni. It's $40 per person. You can get a ticket at manspirit.com. On Thursday we have Mr. Mann, which is like our guys pageant. It's a big tradition. It's been happening for almost 2 decades now. A bunch of events. We also have a silent auction tomorrow night on Tuesday, September 12th at 7 p.m. at the Think Tank Brewery. We have almost 300 items donated by the community. We throw it all together. In the past 9 months, we've all been working 55 kids, all putting this together. So we have a bunch of things happening, and we're just hoping to make the biggest impact that we can.
Absolutely. And I know Cole's Victory Lap is helping real families right now who are going through the same thing you guys did. So how will this money help?
There are 55, on average, new cancer diagnoses in the upstate every year. And that's something I know very few people know. And so this money will go to help those core programs. And so every day a child will be getting a set of sheets, or they'll be getting a snack or a drink. And it'll also go to help a large project that we're working on. We're trying to build a new inpatient unit here in Greenville, a dedicated unit that's purpose-built, and it's going to have some really cool features, and we'll explain more about that later on. But it's really exciting to see what that money's going to do.
Absolutely. Well, thank you guys so much for stopping in studio today. I can't wait to see the things that you guys are able to do for our community by joining forces together and taking kind of a fun week and helping out such an important cause. Of course, if you would like to learn more about Cole's Victory Lap, the JL Mann Spirit Week fundraisers, or just donate yourself, you can head on over to foxcarolina.com for more information.